Hi class, welcome. This is your week 3 assignment video. So I've clicked here to download it. I'm going to click on it. It's going to open up for me. I am going to need to click enable editing right here. Okay, so I'm good to go. So guys, this is your first like heavier assignment. You won't have to write an essay ever in here or a research paper or anything like that. But this is a worksheet that's important for you to complete. You will have to have read what is in the chapters first. What is in those chapters that you're reading will be the kind of information that you put into your responses on this worksheet, okay? So you're being asked to complete parts 1 through 3. So let's look quickly and carefully at the directions. It says in your academic, part 1 is effective communication. In your academic and professional life, you will make important decisions when communicating with others. Think about the types of decisions you'll need to make when communicating both academically and professionally. Consider the following scenario. Your class requires you to use a program you must download on your computer. You've waited until Saturday to download the program, and now you need it for an assignment that's due Monday. Now you're having issues with the program. Write a 150 to 200 word response. You're welcome to go over that, guys. More than welcome to go over that, but make sure that you write at least 150 words, if not more. Response to the following questions. Enter your response on a new line below the question. So, how would you approach solving the problem in this scenario? Okay, this one right here. Most likely, you're going to talk about contacting tech support, your instructor, that sort of thing. Who would you contact first and why? Explain that. Why are the resource or what are the resources available to support you when obstacles arise? So you will have read about all of those things this week. And why is effective communication important in linking you to these resources? So notice that it said, enter your response on a new line below the question. So you're going to just go to this question. I would hit enter twice so that you're not making another bullet. And then you just type your response here. Be sure to look at me, the word count and answer all of the questions. All right. And look, if I accidentally misspell, well, this is fixing it for me. It's fixing words for me as I write, but let's see if I can. There, if you see it underline in red, please make sure you go back and fix that, guys. Make sure that you capitalize when you need to, that sort of thing. So that's the first part. There are 3 parts to this. This one is the writing process. Again, make sure you've read before you attempt to answer these. When writing academically and professionally, you will make important decisions. Think about the writing process and what types of decisions you will make as you write. Write a 150 to 200 word response. So these as well. This response needs to be at least 150 words. You can go over 200 for these. I'm fine with that. Enter your response on a new line below to these questions. When you have an essay due in an upcoming course, how will you manage your time to ensure you're able to complete all 5 steps of the writing process? Guys, please mention these steps in your response. First of all, it helps you meet your word count. But second of all, the point of this, as you can see in these questions being asked, is does the student understand what the writing process steps are? Okay. And then what will you do to improve your writing in the workplace? Writing in the workplace based on what you've learned in this course about the writing process. Provide some specific examples. For example, I'll carefully review my emails before sending them out. That's part of the revising and editing, right? I'll also be sure to use the spelling and grammar check. Again, part of the revising and editing. You're welcome to write something similar to that. Do not write that exactly. Don't copy it and paste it. That's called plagiarism, all right? Again, you would get right here, hit enter 2 times, and then type your response. You get the idea. All right. And then part 3. This is part 3. As a student, you'll make important decisions related to academic integrity. There are several resources available to help you on your academic journey. Access the Center for Writing Excellence. So click on that. If you can't click it up here, then you can click on it in the classroom. I'll show you. And review the following resources under the academic integrity heading and think about what these about how these resources apply to academic integrity and decisions you will make as a student. So you'll need to have taken the plagiarism tutorial. You'll need to review the Student Code of Academic Integrity. You will need to review the APA style plagiarism guide, all right? Then answer these questions in a 150 to 200 word response. Again, it can be more than that. I'm fine with that. Review the various violations from the Student Code of Academic Integrity. You need to give me 2 examples from there. So name it and define it, okay? Name 2 examples from there and define what they are. What resources are available to you as a student? What resources available to you as a student would be most useful in preventing each of these 2 examples of violations? So the violations you mentioned up here, what are some resources to help you not accidentally do those violations, okay? Why is integrity important in your professional life? So talk about in your professional life. That doesn't have to be academic integrity, just integrity altogether, like not stealing from your company, not lying, showing up on all that good stuff. Integrity means just about anything in an actual professional workplace, anything that is showing integrity, showing up on time, not fudging your time card, that kind of thing. How do you put integrity into practice in your professional life? So again, these kind of go together. At least 150 words. You're welcome to go over 200, and that's it. When you're done with that, guys, you are going to want to save this. Look, up here, you can put autosave and turn that on. That's a great thing to do. I don't want to get into that now because I don't want it in my OneDrive. If not, file, save. You can hit save as. I really recommend saving this under your own name so you don't accidentally bring up the blank worksheet if it gets saved weirdly like that. You can see all of these things are things I use with my students at my job as a teacher. So I'm going to rename this Sarah's, and it doesn't matter, guys. You won't have to give it your name for me to know it's yours. It uploads only under your name. This is for you. So I'm just going to write Sarah's week 3 so that I know what it is. Okay. I'm going to save it. And then I'm going to go back to my classroom. So I'm going to get rid of this. Or I can even make it smaller, but I'm going to go back here. I'm going to submit it. So I got to get into the submission part. And I'm going to go over here. Attachments. That's a link. You're not a link. Please don't send me a link. It never works for me. So go to attachments. Then go look for it. So I'm going to look for downloads. There it is, Sarah's week 3. I'm going to open. It's going to pop it up in there. Just give it a second. Yep, that's what I want. Sarah's week 3. And I'm going to wait for it to open itself up. And I'm going to look at it. So wait for it to open up and check it, guys, so that you know that it's the right document and that it's the one you wrote on. So I didn't finish mine clearly, but yep, see here, that's the little bit I wrote on mine. And I'm going to then hit submit, and once again submit. And I'm not going to download that. You're welcome to. Okay. I did want to, it says start attempt 2. You can try this more than once if you realize you did something wrong. That's perfectly fine. I can delete one of yours if you want me to. You can send me a message and say, hey, can you delete my first submission? My second one is the correct one. That's perfectly fine. But I also wanted to show you some things in here. So things you're going to want to look at. Please review the rubrics so you know exactly what you need to have on there and how it's graded. Here's a link to the Center for Writing Excellence. There's a link to grammar assistance. You won't need this right away, but what they were talking to you about in this assignment, you can get to all of it from right here, or you can use the link on the worksheet if that is available to you. Sometimes it's hard to get that to work, so you can click on this in the classroom. All right, guys, as always, if you have any questions or comments, don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you.